All right, so as most of you should already know, my name is Yusef Scott. I'm the guy behind the SodarneasyForex University. Listen, as I always tell you guys, very thankful, very grateful to have you guys here, having this platform where you guys can tap into for knowledge, wisdom. You know, I mean, it's so important that you guys stay connected to me, especially on Instagram, on Facebook, here on YouTube. Get subscribed. You guys know, very important, a lot of knowledge. All right, very thankful to have you guys here. Now listen, I wanted to make a video because I know that there is a lot of people who scalp on the Forex market. There are a lot of people who still struggle to scalp on the Forex market. So I want to make a video to help you guys sort of educate you on why I've chose to, you know, teach scalping last. Okay, if that can help you guys realize where you need to go, if you're just getting started, you know, perhaps you may think the way that I think. Perhaps that may help you. Okay, so when I first got started training, I trained folks to day trade. Okay, and then when I moved forward, I started to teach people how to long-term trade. Okay, and then from long-term trading, I went to scalping, showing people how to scalp. Now I know some of you may ask this, some of you may be wondering, why is it that I taught people to scalp last versus first, when so many people online, so many different Forex outfits, they teach scalping first. So let me explain my theory. Let me explain why I chose to do it this way. And maybe this will help you in your trading. So the way that I look at the market, the way I look at the market is, I feel like if I'm going to trade on a market, it's better that I see a full view of what's going on. Okay? If you know that, let's see, if you know that 10 miles up the road, there may be a detour, or there may be a few potholes. You know that after the potholes, there may be that detour that I talked about, and after the detour, there may be some standing water. If you know that from afar, you know how to plan for what lies ahead. Okay? For those who are coming into the market and only seeing the market from a narrow view, they can only see the market as the analogy that I use is, if I look into my peephole, whether I'm inside an apartment or a house or a condo, if I'm looking through my peephole, I may only see across the street or maybe across the hall. You know, so I have a limited view of what lies ahead. Okay, that's the scalper. All you see is what's in front of you. You don't see what lies ahead. But as a more of a long-term trader, someone who can see the area from a telescopic view, looking through a telescope, you're able to see what lies ahead. You're able to see the potholes. You're able to see the detour. You're able to see the standing water. So you know how to maneuver around, you know, everything that lies ahead. You know how to get around it. You know how far to possibly stop before, you know, you get to the corner. You guys know what time it is. If you may have to get out and travel on foot because of the standing water, you know what time it is. And that's the way that I approach scalping the market. All right, when I decided to teach people how to scalp the market, it took me a while for me to decide to teach them or teach scalping. But when I decided, you know, the thought came to mind plenty of times, but I knew that I wasn't going to teach scalping before long term. I needed to teach scalping later. So once we've dealt with the day trade and we've dealt with the long term, now we can teach scalping. So now my students who they find this great level of success is because they mastered the day trading. They're able to see the market from a full view perspective, right? They're able to see the market from the long term. So now it makes sense. They already know that this market is trending up. They already know that this market is trending down. They already know that this market is just moving up and down in one area. They can already see it. Scalping, seeing the market from a long term, you know not to be caught up in a certain direction of trades for too long or at all. You know that. So when you think about what I'm telling you guys here, how could you employ this? How could you adopt this type of thinking to increase the probability of you winning in the scalping world? You can do it, I'm telling you. This is a very small but yet powerful thing that I'm telling you guys that you can implement into your scalping. If you do it and it helps you out, that's all that matters to me. I'm glad that I was able to help you. So hopefully this video made sense to you guys. Remember, this is just another way for you to learn to scalp the market more profitably. Okay? You know, get that level of success that you want. Go after it. As I always tell you guys, remember, I'm Yusef Scott. They consider me the Forex GOAT for a reason. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay prayed up, you guys. Peace.